Good morning, children. March the 19th. It does not pay, or doesn't pay, because Americans are lazy, so it actually says doesn't. It doesn't pay to look at others through a foggy mental attitude. Guilty, busted. I've got a foggy mental attitude. You must keep your mind sharply focused on your goals, and you must have a grounding philosophy that sustains you when the going is tough. When you apply the principles of success consistently until they become a part of you, no longer will you have to stop and think about what you should do in any given situation. Your positive response will be automatic. Yeah, we actually talked about it the other day, forming habits, right? Doing the conscious, I eliminate you, negative thought be gone. And then eventually that will become automatic, like playing an instrument, you muscle memory, your hands on the piano or your hands on the guitar. Over hours and hours of practice, that will become automatic. And same thing with the eliminate the negative, accentuate the positive, right? That becomes habit. Make sure you spend time in reflection and study. It's true. Remember we talked about the people meditate or they pray every day. That's reflection and study. Clearly establish your goals. Okay, so I started this video to read this thing, and for 20 minutes later I realized, oh shit, I haven't talked about the paragraph. So I talked about goals in there and how I'm applying the lessons from this book in real life. All right, auction follow-up video from the 2 bikes. Goals, real life. And develop a plan and a timetable. This is I swear to God, y'all think I'm bullshitting you. I did not read this. I never got into the paragraph until now. So everything this is saying is what I just talked about for 20 friggin' minutes about buying the 2 bikes yesterday. Develop a plan and a timetable for their achievement. That's exactly what I'm doing. After I put this video up, I'm heading down to Hangdong and getting parts for the bikes, which I talked about in the other video. So there you go. Read the works of motivational writers and the great philosophers. Absolutely, because now you know what they know. You think like they think. You want to infuse that. I talked before about playing guitar, Jimi Hendrix songs. I could never, ever be as creative as Jimi Hendrix. I could never write Purple Haze or Foxy Lady or Red House, right? The blues classic. Just gorgeous songs, great melodies. But if I download the tab off the internet and print it off and study and practice and practice and practice, I can play a reasonable facsimile. I'll never be Jimmy. I don't have his fingers. I don't have his touch, his feel. But you could recognize the song when I play it. And I'm a hack. I used to say I'm a realtor. Yeah, I'm still a realtor, but I'm a car salesman. I'm a car flipper, right? But I can make a reasonable facsimile of Jimmy's work after he's written it, after he's created it. I can't create that stuff, but I can copy it, right? I can, and if I do it enough, which I've never done because I am a hobbyist when it comes to playing guitar, eventually his style would creep into my style. Stevie Ray Vaughan's style would creep into my style. B.B. King's style, my guitar hero, would creep into my style. By playing his licks over and over and over again, it would integrate itself into my style. So when you read books from great philosophers and motivational writers, that will creep into your thoughts and your attitude and your outlook and things like that, which is a good thing. That's what you want creeping into your brain. Is the whole point of so far this month. The winning attitude is you read good stuff, your brain will be filled with good stuff. If you think bad stuff or allow other people to put bad stuff in your head, you'll have bad stuff in your head. It's pretty simple. Motivational writers, great philosophers, use the knowledge you gain to develop your own code of conduct. Exactly what I just said. He says it shorter though, so that's better. Establish your own philosophy of success that you can stick with day in and day out, regardless of what the rest of the world does. Frigging men. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's a good one. Once again, there's some paragraphs yeah, that's why I'm reading this book, because I wanted you to hear that and think about that, right? A lot of good stuff in there, but bottom line is lean on the giants. There are smarter people than you and me who have come before us, and gold is in them their hills? No, in them their books. right? And once again, there's audio books now. You can just read on the internet on your browser. You can read the internet on your TV. You know, there's plenty of places to get that information now. This channel is one of them, right? For one guy, Napoleon Hill, who spent his life studying wealthy people and said, why are they wealthy and I'm not? And eventually, by studying them, he became wealthy, right? He got around, he associated with wealthy people, he became wealthy by the end of his life. But he spent his entire life documenting what makes wealthy people wealthy. And he wrote a seminal book called Think and Grow Rich, which if you haven't read it by now, what are you waiting on, guys? It's, $2 on Amazon, or like I said, there's other used bookstores, do online bookstores, Google online bookstores, and there's like Rudy's Books or whatever. Order it from them. Amazon's got enough of your friggin' money, and they charge $4 for shipping for a dollar a book, right? You can get a used, not great condition paperback, because who cares about the condition of it? This thing is fucking ratty and torn up and curled up. But look at all the shit we've learned in the last 270 something days, right? This thing is packed with nuggets and information, and the book is like, you'd fucking throw it away. It's like, it's nasty, right? But it doesn't matter. The information is golden, right? So get a tatted up copy paperback, because it's cheaper in paperback, of Think and Grow Rich, and read it cover to cover. And then wait a week and go, and you've forgotten everything and you're all wrapped up in Dancing with the Stars again, and read it again. I mean, it's just killer information. You need to know what he knows. You really do. And eventually what will happen is, if you're listening to this channel, you're watching the videos, what I'm saying will make a lot more sense to you. Right? Because right now you're kind of like disbelief, and he talks about this magical shit like law of attraction and all that. That's not real. Well, you read his fucking book and you'll start to get like, oh, okay, well, this one thing happened to me this one time, and maybe that was what he's talking about. Yes, it is what I'm fucking talking about. Read Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Read Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Read those books. Make their knowledge part of your knowledge. Steal from them. It's not they wrote a book. They want you to know that information. You know what I'm saying? They want you to have the knowledge that they have. That's why they wrote the book. Read those books. And then when you listen to stuff like I talked about today, you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. See, it all kind of comes together then, right? Peace out. I gotta go clean up a Grand Filano. Talk to you later.